Hi, welcome to Hoop-de-Doo. Today I'm going to start the series on combinations and transitions. And if you want to think of it as part 5 of the turns, fine. But I think I'm going to call it Combinations and Transitions Part 1. Okay, so, and in this one we're going to talk about the opposite directions, the hoops going in the opposite directions, and we're going to learn the split weave going into a turn and then going into the reverse split weave. Okay, so that is the main thrust of this video. Also, I'm going to do a little bit of troubleshooting for the split weave that I noticed I hadn't done a lot of it on the split weave tutorial. In order to do this tutorial, you have to know the split weave very comfortably. Okay? So with the split weave, at the end of the video that I did on the split weave tutorial, I was showing you a little bit about changing directions. Like one hoop is going in one direction and the other is going in the other direction. Okay, if you want to change, like the hand that's doing the reverse weave is my left hand. And if you want to change that from the reverse weave to the forward weave, then you pause both hoops. Okay, so the blue hoop here in my right hand is going to be going forward. The red hoop is going to be going in the reverse direction. Okay, so when you're doing the split weave and you want to stop them and go the other direction, when your arms cross, then you stop them. Okay? And then go back and change. Okay? You can cross them. See, my arms are crossed. And then you bring them back, cross, and then you're going to turn them. You have to change the plane from this to this. Okay, so you're going forward. Show you with one hoop. Forward, forward, forward. It goes across the other one. It comes back up, and it's in the reverse then. Okay? Same with the reverse. It's going reverse, 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 reverse. And when it crosses, then it goes up, comes back into a forward. So it's actually sort of like a break that changes directions. Okay? So forward weave, forward weave, forward weave, forward weave, and we'll pretend like our other hand is there. Okay, and it's going under. And then they cross, and this one stops, this hoop stops, and it changes directions, goes in the other direction. Okay? And that's the way you do it. If you want to change the directions of the hoops. I know that gets kind of complicated because they're already going in the opposite direction of each other. And then if you want to change the direction of each hoop to the opposite direction. Okay? Try wrapping your brain around this one. It takes time and it takes practice. It took me quite a while to get it. And it was by accident that I discovered it. Okay? Which most of my moves are by accident because I make so many mistakes and drop the hoops and everything. And that is a good thing to drop the hoops because you learn more. Okay, so we're going in these opposite directions with the split weave, and we're going to cross our arms, bring them back, change the plane of the hoops, and bring them back. So we're going, whoops. When they get up, they change direction. And you can practice it with one. It's not a complete weave when you're doing a break with it. Okay? It's changing directions. So that's kind of a cool thing to know. And if you know how to do the split weave in both directions with the hoops, you know, not just the left hoop going in reverse, but the right hoop also. And then changing directions. Anytime your arms cross, you can stop, pause them, and go the other direction. Okay? Okay, so when you are doing combinations, it's good to think about which direction the hoops are going, because if both hoops are going in the same direction, there are some things that you can't do, some transitions that you can't do if they are. Okay? If the hoops are going in the opposite directions, okay, then it opens a lot of possibilities of really different things that you can do. Okay, so always pay attention to which direction your hoops are going, and if they're going in the opposite direction, which hoop is going in the forward direction and which hoop is going in the reverse direction. Okay, and that goes the same for the split weave. So today we're going to learn the split weave into a turn, a split turn, and then into a reverse split weave. So we will wind up here, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's the same move that I did at the beginning of the video. Okay, so you're starting with a split weave, and the hoop in the right hand, the blue hoop, is going forward direction. The hoop in the left hand, the red hoop, is going in the reverse direction. And you're going to do a split turn and back into a weave. And now the right hand is going in reverse and the left hand is going in forward. Okay? So you learned how to do the split turn, remember, with coming off of a spin. One hoop is going one direction, the other hoop is going the other direction. In this one, I'm going to change the hoops. The right hoop, red hoop, will be in my right hand, and the blue hoop will be in my left hand. Okay, so remember in spinning, we were doing, let's do the right hoop in the forward direction, and the left hoop in the reverse direction, spinning, spinning, spinning. And you remember that this, I'm going to call this a split turn, because each hoop is going in a different direction. And remember, we do a turn, we're facing the way I'm facing, and we're going to turn towards this hoop that's towards the camera and do our turn. Remember, if you don't know how to do that one, go back to, it was either part 3 or part 4 of the twins' turns, okay, and learn that one, okay, because it's a turn coming off of a spin, okay, and we are doing that same exact turn coming off of a split weave now, okay, and if you look at the split weave, you know how with the split turn we're doing a spin first, and the hoop in the right hand is going forward. With the split weave, we're going to make sure that that right hand is also going forward. The hoop in it is going in the forward direction. So that when you start the turn, it's the same as with the spin. There's no hand position change. So you're going and you come down, you bring it under your arm like you're going to do the roll across your shoulder, but you're not. And then you're going to turn. Okay? Same exact turn that you learned in part 3 or part 4, I forget which, of the twins' turns. So go back to that. Okay? So, got your hoop going, forward, forward, it's going to go and turn. Same thing. You're just bringing your weave. When the forward weave comes down, okay, here it comes down, you make it go you make it go up and under, okay? And we learned that move, like I said, in the other video. And the same, the left hand, it just does a basic turn, okay? That's all it does. It's going in reverse anyway already, and it just makes a basic turn. So you're there, okay? So you've got the weave going, the split weave, the right hoop, the red hoop, is going in forward direction. Okay, so we're going to do our turn. And now, this red hoop over here is going in the reverse direction. You can start spinning for a bit until you really learn what's going on. So the hoops are now going in the opposite direction that they were when you were facing this way. Okay, because, okay, we turn. Okay, so because this right hoop the red hoop is going in the reverse direction now, then you're just going to go into a reverse weave with it. Okay? Reverse weave. Okay? And that will be part of the split weave. Okay? So it goes from a forward weave into the turn, and remember when it comes behind your back, you're going to do your hand roll, a hand position change. Okay, so it's behind your back, okay, and you're going to do that hand position change and into the weave, the reverse weave. Okay, so that's one hand position change, and the other hand position change is with the other hoop when it comes around. So it was going in the reverse direction with your left hand. Okay, it was doing the reverse weave, or no, not the, yeah, the reverse weave on its own. Together with the other hoop, it would be the split weave. Okay, this gets a bit confusing. Okay, so it's going reverse, and it does its turn, and there's no hand position change. It just turns, basic turn, okay? Basic turn, it turns, and then as it comes up, you do your hand roll, okay? So you've got your reverse, 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 reverse. You do the turn, and when it comes up to here, see your hand is on the outside, and it's going to change to the inside. And then this hoop is then, at that point, going to be going in forward weave. So it will go into the forward weave. And the other hoop that will be in the reverse weave when it comes around, it will come then under the one going over. Okay? Okay, so let's start it from the beginning. We're doing the split weave. One hoop is going in. The hoop closest to the camera is going forward. The other hoop is going in reverse. So we're going to do the split weave. Split weave, split weave, turn, do your hand position changes. This here hoop in the right hand is going to come under the other one. And just like you learned the split weave, you just continue with it. Okay, so let's do it from the turn. The hardest part, I think, is transitioning from the turn into the reverse split weave. Okay, so you've got the weave going on, and this is a turn you've done before. You do your hand position changes, and okay, let's try that again. So you're going into the split weave, and you're going to do the turn, and these hands, the hand comes up, Okay, so those hands, when you finish, are going in the opposite direction. Okay? And it takes a lot of practice because there's a lot involved that you have to get your brain around. You know each of these separately. It's just putting them together. And from the split weave into the turn is really not that hard. Just focus on when this right hoop comes down from the weave. When it comes down, bring it up again, and then do your turn. So it comes down, 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 under the arm, and do your turn. And then when it comes back to there, then do your hand position change, go into the reverse weave, and the other hoop, hopefully, we'll be doing a forward weave with that. Okay, so it's just practicing smooth transitions from one to the next. And if you have any trouble with it, let me know. And I'm happy to help you troubleshoot. Send me videos because I can look at a video basically and tell what you're doing, that I can give you suggestions on how to make it better. Okay? So have fun with it. Don't think too much about it. Just sometimes your hands and body will just start doing it, especially if you already know the split weave and the split turn. Your body will start doing it, and you'll be surprised. Okay, so make sure you know the split weave really, really well in both directions, both hands doing reverse and forward. Okay? So, thanks for watching and happy hooping.